Keep your mouth shut. That had been a long time ago. As he got out of his car, Tobias looked back at her, and she slipped her hand over her peephole. Moments later, the front entrance opened, and he walked through, a cackle of menacing recorded laughter greeting him from the speaker in the corner above the door, angled downward so the sound tumbled atop his head. "Man, I hate that, even though I know it's coming." He tilted a small pizza box at her. "Garlic knots. Frank got the order wrong. Again. Want them?" "Okay, I guess." "You guess? The best garlic knots outside Brooklyn, and you only guess you want them. I'm wounded." She smiled, head turned away from him, tilted to the floor. The flat brown carpet was littered with little T's of white, the ridges she plucked off the margin of her spiral notebook paper. She brushed at them with her toe, trying to move them under the counter, but they stuck, stubborn and thin. "Do you have sauce, too?" "Molly Fisk," Tobias said, setting the box on the counter and flipping back the lid. "For you, anything." A small container of marinara waited in the corner. She popped off the cover, squeezing too hard, the chunky orange sauce spilling over her fingers. She didn't want to lick them in front of Tobias. "Napkins?" "Well, not anything." He laughed, and Molly smiled for the second time that day. The only times that day. Something fell from the ceiling into the pizza box, a black speck with legs. She nudged the shelled body over and onto its feet, exposing a tomato-colored back and 4 inky spots, like the tip of a marker dabbed onto the beetle's wings. "I don't think you should be awake yet," Molly said, blocking its path with her finger. The beetle hesitated, then crawled onto her skin. She held it up to Tobias. "Did you ever make a wish on one of these?" he asked. She shook her head. "Really? When we were kids, my brother and I would find ladybugs and make a wish, and then blow them away home." "They're beetles, actually, coccinellids, and there are more than 5,000 different types." "Of beetles?" "No, ladybugs. There are like 300,000 species of beetles. They could take over the world." Molly laughed a little. "Possible." "How do you know all this bug stuff?" She wanted to say, "my father." "Wikipedia is my friend. You should be an etymologist." "Entomologist." "I said that, didn't I?" Yeah, you did." Tobias scratched his head under his knitted hat, stripes of green and blue and brown and orange, his near-black hair shaggy to his collar. She had called it black once, and he insisted it was brown. "My mom's hair, now that's black," he'd said. But his eyebrows were definitely black, thick and untamed, as was the little triangle of beard he kept right beneath his lower lip, a patch small enough Molly could have covered it with her thumb. She thought about it sometimes, when she saw him laugh, and she'd feel a jolt in her belly and had to clasp her hands behind her to keep from reaching out to him. Her mother hated his facial hair. "When I see it, I want to lick a Kleenex and scrub it off." Molly had once asked him what his little beard was called. "I don't know," he said. "I just like it." So she went to the computer and, after searching various terms, found an ESPN article about speed skater Apollo Anton Ono and his tuft of chin hair. Jazz dab, it was called when trumpeter Dizzy Gillespie sported it in the 50s, or soul patch. Soul patch. That fit Tobias. He wore his soul all over. She felt as if she had none, like one of the wax figures, empty, crumbling. She remembered the box of tissues in the counter drawer, opened it, and wiped her hands. Then she took a garlic knot and broke an end off, dipping the bread in the sauce. Tobias asked, "Can I?" And Molly nodded, saying, "They're yours." He scooped one up and crammed the entire thing into his mouth.